Hey everybody, hope you're all doing really well. If you're a subscriber, then welcome back, and if you're new here, then welcome aboard. I hope you enjoy the content, and if you do, then please consider subscribing to the channel. And also, if you enjoy this video, then please leave me a thumbs up, as it does help push the content out to other people who want to see videos like this. Now, a couple of days ago, I put a post on my YouTube channel asking what kind of content you guys wanted to see over the coming weeks, and the majority of you people said you wanted to see more staking and liquidity pool farming. So in this video, I'm going to bring you a brand new project called Bnbring, or Bnbring, however you want to say it. I think it's Bnbring because the native token is the Bring token, and this project is a staking and liquidity pool farming project on the Binance network. So let's jump on over to the website and take a look at this brand new protocol. So this is the website, and as you can see, it's a pretty straightforward website, not too much going on, nothing worse than an overly complicated website or DApp. Too many buttons and too many links and too many numbers and things going on. This is really pretty simple, pretty straightforward, which is how I like things. Across the top, we've got a couple of links: staking, which is the page we're currently on, the staking page. Then we've got a link to PancakeSwap, a link to liquidity pools, which isn't active at the moment, but I'll explain why that is shortly. Then we've got a link to the docs, which is basically the white paper. And then down the side, we've got links to social platforms for Telegram and Twitter, and also a link to the contract. A little bit further down, we can see the TVL is currently 36 BNB, or $14,483. We've got a BBR token value of 1 BBR equals 0.0032 BNB, which is the equivalent of $1.30. And then we've got my balance of 0 BNB and 0 BBR. So basically the way this platform works is you can stake BNB and farm BBR, which is the Bring token. You can trade, unstake at any time. So, you're not losing anything that you're putting in there. You can unstake your BNB at any time you want, but obviously if you leave it in, that's when you're going to start farming for some of these tokens. Everything's very transparent and risk-free on this DeFi platform on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, before we get down to actually staking, I just want to take a quick look at the white paper. Now, I'm not going to read through all of this for you. Obviously, you can do this in your own time, but I do suggest that you read these white papers. There's too many people out there who kind of just follow what people on YouTube are telling them, and taking YouTubers' words for things. I wouldn't recommend you do that. Make sure that you read through this white paper and you understand the project, you understand the tokenomics and that kind of thing, before you invest into any of these projects. This is a brand new project for me. I've literally just come across this in the last day or so. It looks really interesting. It's somewhere I'm going to put a few quid and see what it brings to me, pardon the pun. But obviously, make sure you do your own research and it's something you're happy with. This is a brand new project. There's only $14,000 in the contract so far, so good time to get in. But obviously there's no history or track record, so we don't know what's going to happen with this at the moment, but there's only one way to find out. So just clicking down here on the link to the Bring token, we can see that the token's obviously called Bring. The symbol is BBR, and it's a standard BEP20 token, which is on the Binance Smart Chain. Now, there's only a 36 million max supply of BBR, and the only way you can get hold of this BBR token is by farming it here on the Bnbring Dapp. You can't buy this token. None of these tokens were given away in a pre-sale. None of the devs were given any of these tokens. The only way these tokens can become available is by farming them. So we can see here it says his initial supply of 0. So this contract started with 0 BBR tokens, and then obviously people have staked their BNB and farmed those tokens. So the initial distribution, there's regular farming of 28 million BBR tokens, and then there's a further 8 million tokens going to be created from the LP farming pools, and that's it. That's the 36 million max supply. So if we move on over to the farming phases here, levels and pools, we can see it says the number of BBR obtained by users participating in farming is determined by the number of staked BNB and lockup duration. Users can participate in staking, unstake their tokens, and withdraw the BBR to the wallets at any time. So like I say, your money is not locked away permanently. You know, if you want to unstake your BNB, you can do so at any time. Now, there are taxes, 10% tax for doing that, but other than that, you know, you can just take out your money whenever you want. Looking at the regular farming in BNB staking pool, it says users can participate in staking, add BNB to their stake, release their stake BNB and claim the BBR tokens at any time. The number of BBR tokens that will be minted through the regular farming is 28 million BBR. The farming process is divided into 7 levels where the allotted number of tokens decreases with each level. Each level also determines the BBR farming reward. The difficulty of farming increases with each level accordingly to the farming table. So we're currently on level 1 here. So if we just have a look back on the Dapp here, we can see level 1. Level 1 is 7 million tokens, which means there will only be 7 million tokens available to farm at this phase, level 1, after which then the contract will then move on to level 2. So what this means is if we staked some BNB now, and let's say we stake 0.01 BNB, we will earn 0.093 BBR tokens every single day up until 7 million tokens have been farmed. Once those 7 million tokens have been farmed, then the contract will then move on to level 2, and there will be 6 million tokens available. So for our 0.01 BNB, we will then only earn 0.078 BBR. And as the levels increase, the tokens available decreases and the rewards decrease, which makes it much more difficult to farm the token. You know, obviously there's only a limited supply and they become more and more scarce the higher up the levels we go. So that's how we can farm BBR tokens using the BNB staking pool. And once you've got some BBR tokens, you can then provide liquidity in the farming pools. So if we just have a look at this link here, it says, in order to expand the farming scope, Bnbring will launch the farming pools for liquidity providers. The LP pools, BBR BNB LP will be the first one. These will be opened after 1 million BBR tokens have been mined through regular BNB staking. So if you recall at the beginning of the video, I said this link isn't active yet, and the reason it isn't active yet is because 1 million tokens haven't been farmed yet. We've only farmed so far, what, 9,000. We've still got 991,408 BBR tokens left to farm before the liquidity pools will be live. But once the liquidity pools are live, you can then obviously provide liquidity by way of BBR BNB tokens. Users can participate in staking, add tokens to their stake, release their stake's LP, and claim the BBR tokens at any time. So even if you put liquidity into these pools, you know, you've not lost that money. It's just locked away, and you can release those funds at any time you want. Obviously, there will be a tax for doing so. I think it's 10%, he said earlier. But, you know, your money's not lost. Once it's put into these liquidity pools, you can still withdraw. Now, throughout the farming, a block will be generated in BBR BNB liquidity pool every second, each containing an identical amount of BBR rewards. The number of BBR tokens that will be distributed to users is based on their staking amount within the block in proportion to the total staking amount by all users within the block. So like I say, the first liquidity pool will be the BBR BNB liquidity pool, and then after that it will come down to voting. So once you've got yourself some BBR tokens, you will become part of that voting system. Taking a quick look at the roadmap, you can see there's loads and loads of stuff going on. Moving into next month will be the launch of the first liquidity pool. You know, assuming that 1 million tokens are mined in the staking pool, which I'm sure there will be. Contract audit, that will be available very, very soon. I believe it has been pushed out to a number of different auditing companies, so just waiting on the results of that, and then that will be published on the website. Listings on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko, so, you know, really, really good stuff going on. And then further down here, we've got, you know, NFT integration and some more marketing campaigns and partnerships and cross-chain integration. Loads and loads of stuff going on. So, you know, it's still very, very early days with this protocol. It's only been live, what, a week now, you know, $14,000 in the contract so far. So, you know, there's lots and lots of potential. Now, people often say that the earlier you can get into projects, the better. And yeah, sometimes that's the case and sometimes it's not the case. I think with these recent node projects, that I've got into. Certainly it's not been a good idea to get into them early doors. I think it's always best to kind of, take a step back and wait a week or so after launch and wait to see what happens with the token price before jumping in. I've had my fingers burnt a couple of times where I bought at all-time high and then the token price has crashed a few weeks after launch. But with something like this, when you're farming for new tokens, I don't see any harm in getting in relatively early. This project's been around only a week now. There's only $14,000 locked in there at the moment. But the token price is still only at $1.30. So the earlier I can start earning some of these tokens, and the more scarce the tokens become, the more that are farmed, obviously that should have an impact on the price, and the price should increase. So I think the earlier you can get in and farm some tokens, the better when it comes to staking pools like this. So I don't think I've got anything in my wallet in terms of BNB, so I'll probably have to go over to PancakeSwap and swap some USDC for some BNB. So let me change this to USDC, and I'll change this to BNB. Now I'm only going to put 0.2 BNB in. Got that the wrong way around. I want that 0.2 BNB, which is $81. Let me connect my wallet, connect MetaMask. So let me enable USDC. And then I'm going to swap $81 for 0.2 BNB. Confirm the swap. So now coming back to the staking pool here, let me just check I've got 0.2 BNB in my wallet. And there we go. So I'm going to put 0.2 BNB in here. We can see that I will earn 0.077500 BBR every hour, which is 1.86 per day and 18.6 BBR every 10 days. So I'm going to stake that, and there'll be a small gas fee here. So as you can see, I've got 0.2 BNB staked. Obviously I can unstake this at any time I want, but there will be a 10% tax for doing so. And you can see that my BBR rewards are ticking over already. So I am, already earning BBR tokens. So I'll see how things go over the next week or so. I'll probably do a little update video and let you know how things have gone. It's not a great deal. I've put in there $80 or so. And, if you are going to put anything into this, then I recommend you do the same. Don't put too much into these things at the very beginning. Kind of test the waters a bit and see how things go first. But then, obviously, if you start making some money, you can always increase your stake. Hopefully in a week or so, 1 million tokens will have been farmed. So the liquidity pool should also be live by then. So I'll probably put something into there as well, depending on how many BBR tokens I've got and what that relates to, in BNB as well. So, maybe I'll put something into that liquidity pool. But like I say, we'll just see how this staking pool goes first and then take it from there. So I will leave a link down below to this project. If you use that link, it is a referral link, so I may get some commission. If I do, then I will put a percentage of that into the giveaways on my Discord server. So make sure you join us on Discord and take part in some of those giveaways. But with regards to Bnbring, I think it's a really exciting new concept. It's not something I've seen before. Some of you guys might have seen projects like this before, where tokens are kind of created from nothing, from the staking pool to start with. They usually always have some kind of IGO or pre-sale, or some coins are issued to devs or something like that. But to start from 0 tokens and start farming them straight away to create new tokens is something that's new to me. But like I say, I've not been around this space for too long, so some of you guys might have seen things like this before. The devs described this as a social experiment filled with unlimited imaginations, and I can see why. There's lots of good things going on and lots of good ideas in the pipeline if we look at the roadmap. So we'll just have to see how things go. But this is something I'm excited for anyway. But you know, who knows what will happen. It's a brand new project, so you've got to do your own research, obviously. Make sure you read through the white paper, guys. Make sure you understand the project, what it is you're getting into. You know, I don't want to patronize you or teach you how to suck eggs, but so many people get into these projects and don't really know what it is they're doing or why they're getting into it. They just see YouTubers like me and other YouTubers putting money in and just following suit without really knowing what it is they're doing. So make sure you read through the white paper and completely understand what the project is and what you're investing into. And like I said, make sure you come over to my Discord server. The link is down below. If you come on over there, I will be doing a giveaway this weekend because I'm away this weekend. So I'm not going to be putting out any content, but I will be around on Discord and I will be doing a giveaway. So, you know, make sure you come and join us over there. Also, click on my Twitter link and follow me on Twitter for more giveaways and whitelist spots when they become available. And that's it, guys. I'll see you again in another video. Hopefully it won't be too long, but like I say, I am away now for a week, so it'll probably be at least a week before I'm back on YouTube properly. So that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again very soon. Thanks a lot.